Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VPG Pre-Season Premier Tournament number 2. My name is George Overton, and we are here for 3 fantastic games today. One quarterfinal match, one semi-final, and moving on to the grand final where the winner, just like last week, will be playing for the prize pool of $625. The first game we have got coming up is going to be Fenerbahce Esports versus PCS. We've seen PCS play previously. I don't think we've seen Fenerbahce before, though, so that should be an interesting game to watch. But yeah, how is everybody doing? Hopefully everybody has had a good weekend, but we are back now for the knockout stages here of this tournament, which should be absolutely awesome. Fenerbahce, we didn't get to see anything from them last tournament. I'm not too sure how they got on, whether they got knocked out, whether they were involved, but they're here in the quarterfinals now when they're coming up against one of the top teams in the tournament who did very well last time round. Shall we have a quick look and see how the tournament is running so far? I've got the website set up so we can have a quick look over at how everybody's getting on. We've got NUI who haven't found out their opponent yet. Obviously Pro 11 in there as well. Looking at the round of 16. Poise versus Visar in there. Fenerbahce beat Talk 2-0 in their match, and PCS beat Relentless 1-0 in their match. We'll just quickly refresh, see if any of the other fixtures have come through. FG will be playing Pro 11. FG in their match against ADR Esports won 1-0. So pretty good results all around the way. Everybody keeping a clean sheet that's gotten through so far, apart from NUI. But we'll have to see how everybody gets on. Fenerbahce, I think, just taking a quick drink break, ready to before they obviously get into their game. But obviously there have been a few changes since the last tournament. We've had some restrictions put in place by VPG, and to be honest, we've got to admit they are definitely some welcomed restrictions. Cap and tool players, stuff like that. The headed meta obviously very strong, and like VPG you saw on Twitter during the week, or sorry, over the weekend, nobody wants to see a ping pong match. Codlinks, what's up, man? Welcome into the stream. Welcome into the knockout stages here of tournament number 1. Hopefully you are well, my friend. And everybody, I want to hear everybody in chat. I know there's quite a few of you guys watching at the minute. Who do you think is going to take this first game home? PCS Esports, or is it going to be Fenerbahce? I know there's quite a lot of you Turkish fans out there, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of Fenerbahce love, but it looks like the teams are just about ready to get into game, so let's head on over and see how they all get on. So here we go. Fenerbahce versus PCS Esports. Both have had good runs to the quarterfinals through the round of 16, the round of 32, 64, and 128. Going to be tough. I think Fenerbahce is the favourite. Yeah, I would agree here. I think Fenerbahce, they have a star-studded lineup. They have a lot of great players, and we'll have to see how they got on. PCS, the first game we watched of them, I think they were indeed knocked out. I can't remember who it was by. I think it might have been Team Poise, starting off with a long ball coming out. It is going to be Fenerbahce in the yellow Fenerbahce kit, and it will be Team PCS in the purple and blue. Maximus playing it through to Farouk, who fires it home. And inside 2 minutes, Fenerbahce have the 1-goal lead. They've drawn first blood. A great start for them. And PCS, they're going to want to try to hold on here. Going to want to try to limit this damage, because you don't want to go 1 goal down this early on, let alone 2. We'll have to see if Fenerbahce can go and get that second. They are pressing very heavily here against PCS. A little dink over the top by Ardinho, and cleared away by Team PCS. But look at this pressure coming out. Lovely little reverse elastico, cuts inside. Oh, another one. Ardinho, that is absolutely filthy. Is there a pass at the end of it? Can't quite find the answer, but Sergey clears it away. Luke wins the ball back with that aerial menace. Emre in the box, goes down. Could be a penalty. Referee says no. PCS on the counter-attack now. Strover through ball. Azak with a good tackle. And Ipan there to regain possession for Fenerbahce. Make sure they keep hold of that ball. Honke switching the play, but it is not far enough. Doesn't reach the intended target, and as that with a clearance away. No risk to be taken here. The 1-goal advantage is a slim one, so they can't afford to slip up here. They want to hold on to their advantage. Sergej. And that's a great tackle. And now Luke can look to burst down the wing with that rapid plus play style. Great tackle from CM Punk. Ipan keeps it in for his team. Luke is absolutely phenomenal. What a pass that is. All the way to Maximus. Leaves it for Farouk once again. Can he get past Beaker? No, he cannot. And Lamala can take it away. What a fast start to this game. We've seen both teams getting their attacks in, but Fenerbahce, they've definitely looked the more lethal so far. Honke trying to get away here, trying to find a safe route with the ball. Emre with a lovely nod on to Ipan. Ardinho wins it back, and now Luke plays it through to Ipan, who has that rapid plus play style. Can he get past the defenders? CM Punk comes across once again and does well for his team defensively. And some brave play out from the back there. Wins themselves a goal kick. We get ourselves a little chance to take a breather here. Great start to this quarter-final. Codlinks enjoying the new season of FC24. VPG, everybody in Pro Clubs enjoying it so far. I'm having a great time watching this tournament and watching competitive Pro Clubs. It has been absolutely fantastic so far, and we'll have to see how the meta changes here with these new restrictions that we spoke about coming in. We'll have to see if the teams adopt a different play style, whether we see some new builds coming through, some chance. Brain on the ball, going to take the shot on, and that's a great save from the goalkeeper. No, just went wide of the post. No goalkeeping required. We'll hopefully want to do better next time. Babika nods the ball on, but Emre can take it back down. Beaker with a good tackle. Godboy switches it all the way to Sergej. Ardinho, though, wins it back for his team in the attacking third once again. Looks to play it down the line. Ipan wins the ball back, holding the play up now, trying to get past the defender, but can't quite do so. Cini. Azza. Now it's going to be Maximus playing the ball forward. A little bit of tiki-taka from Fenerbahce. Farouk plays the ball down the line to Emre, who has that pace. Finds a man in the middle. Maximus, Emre, Ipan to Ardinho, who finds the back of the net. A deserved goal for Fenerbahce. They have been on the front foot for virtually all of this game so far. A 2-goal lead is massive in clubs, but the question is, can PCS find a way back into this one? They need a goal soonish if they want to try and break down that Fenerbahce lineup. Ilban in the box, but a great tackle coming out from Azza stops him from getting a shot away. Ardinho might choose to go back to the defence here, twisting and turning, somehow manages to trick 2 of the PCS players. Ipan, lovely little roulette there, gets past 1, gets past 2, plays it in the middle. Godboy clears away. Ardinho to Emre, trying to wiggle around in the box. Is falling kindly to Emre, but doesn't take the shot. And it will go behind for a corner in the end, where these corners are very dangerous. Let's see what Fenerbahce have whipped up. They're going to whip it to the front post, nodded down to Azza, but can't quite make anything there. Defender got in the way of it, and now it's going to be another corner. Looks like more of the same going to be played in at that front post. Cleared away by Godboy this time. Might be put back in by Ipan. Yeah, he does. Sends it to the edge of the D. Azza looks to nod it down, but some good defending from Babeka and CM Punk. Farouk, just a lone man down this side, but manages to get past 2. Reverse. That's not a great tackle. Probably going to be going in the book for that one, but doesn't really mean too much. It is in the very early, the first third of the field for PCS. Not really anything hard doing, and I don't even think he went in the book for that one. So just a slap on the wrist from the referee. Sergey. Now it's Stroh on the ball. Back to Sergey, and Luke gonna pick the ball back up here for the team Fenerbahce. Won't be anything doing there though, as PCS win the ball back. Luke. Ardinho. Ball played all the way over the top. It's a lovely one to Farouk. Anybody in the middle? Becker able to cut that one out just about in time. It would have been dangerous if it went past him. Sine with a little bit of fancy footwork there from the centre-back. Ardinho now to Luke. Down on this left-hand side. Fenerbahce 2-0 as we reach the standard 45 minutes of the first half. Emre looking to twist and turn. Reverse Elasco. Can he beat the goalkeeper though? No, he cannot. It will go behind for a goal kick, and that will probably be the end of the first half with Fenerbahce with a 2-goal advantage. Yeah, referee going to call the whistle there. And it's been a great half for Fenerbahce so far. Team PCS up against it. Fenerbahce have been absolutely incredible. And yes, I would agree, Farouk is unreal. Absolutely incredible so far in this game. Been the producer of many of the Fenerbahce chances. Been orchestrating them. But I think you've got there are a lot of players in that team that you look at and, yeah, very, very high quality players. And I think we're just having a look at the height of all the players, making sure everybody's within the restrictions. Making sure everybody knows that, yes, everybody is under the height requirement. Sticking to the rules. Very good from Fenerbahce, but a little bit more about Team PCS. They need to try and find a way to beat Fenerbahce's press, because as soon as they get the ball back, they are being put under a lot of pressure, and we are going to have to see if they can find a way to pass out of that press to find themselves a little bit of space, whether that's using a L2 square, a crossfield pass. To try and beat that, we'll have to see. Nice over the top ball from Ardinho. Godboy clears away. And Team PCS can now regain the ball. CM Punk, though, risky, loses out on the ball. Ramez, Afghan to Babeka. Forward towards Lamala, but cut out by Strava. Saraav, not Strava. That's the running up. 15 minutes into this game so far, 5 minutes into the second half, and Fenerbahce holding on to the ball, making sure that they get those possession numbers up. Ardinho seen it now. And Ramez plays the ball forward. Honke with a big clearance out from the back as Team PCS starting to get a little bit more of the ball now. But as soon as I say that, looks like Fenerbahce trying to press them and win that ball back themselves. Luke with a big tackle. Goes into touch for a PCS throw. Parisian with the throw-in. Cini with the throw forward. Stroh now on the ball. Plays it infield, but Maximus is there. Referee's going to call for the free kick, which it most definitely was. And a yellow card is going to come out for the Fenerbahce man. Not the greatest of tackles, and a chance potentially for PCS to flex their set pieces. Ball played short to Ilbian. Sarav with the ball forward for Epan. Now going to be Luke. There is a man wide. Could have played it too, but it is going to fall kindly to them. Maximus on the ball. Plays it to Epan, who can twist and turn to Farouk, who gets another one. And you've got to say it is absolutely deserved. He has been playing absolutely on top of his game today. And that is one that he will be very happy with. The whole team will be happy with. A real team goal. Waiting for that final opportunity to open up, that final pass, and Fenerbahce going forward looking for another one. Emre In midfield to Ardinho. Epan nods it on to Luke44X, who has been a bit of a skiller today, has been putting a display on for his team, doing fantastically. Ardinho, nice bit of skill, reverse elastico. And Sergey will come and reclaim the ball for PCS, who, if they want any chance of winning this match, getting back into this game, they need to find themselves a goal now. They need to find a way back into it. But it doesn't feel like Fenerbahce are going to allow them to do that. Sarav, Epan on the ball. Lovely bit of skill. How has he pulled that out of the hat? And he manages to get the ball to Maximus as well, who maybe just a little bit of miscommunication with a teammate. Plays over the top, but there was no one there to be running through. Ardinho plays it down the line for Epan. Plenty of players in the box. He's looking for him. Looks to put the German cross in, but nobody there this time. Well defended by PCS. Brain to Rames to Babeka on the ball. Rames once again. Mala with the pass in towards the attackers, but very well defended by Fenerbahce. PCS now on the attack. Babeka back in to Rames. CM Punk now looking to move the ball into an advanced area, but once again, Fenerbahce cutting those passing lanes, making sure no easy balls are being played through. Maximus to Emre. Plenty of Fenerbahce players running forward here. Epan to Luke, who is offside. And there is a foul, actually. Not offside. I'm not too... Was that a red card? Surely the ball that was played through should have been a play on, but either way, Fenerbahce 3 goals ahead. They're not really gonna mind too much. The free kick, nothing too much happening from it. Team PCS can take the ball and look to move forward now. Parisian. And now it's Sergey. Ball given away. Emre can look for somebody in the middle, but did get dispossessed by PCS, who now move the ball forward with a little bit of pace now. Ball played over the top, but Honke absolutely solid at the back once again. The defensive side of things for Fenerbahce has been fantastic. They have been really good today on the defence, and they will be moving on to the semi-final, where who knows who they will play. But you've got to think that they are going to be one of the favourites to go on and win the whole thing. Emre, ball played deep. No one there. Epan maybe going to look to go all by himself, but getting smothered out by PCS players as they can throw it out from the back and look to build an attack here. Stroh, ball played down the wing for Brain. Now the ball for Rames. Lamala now looking to try and find a bit of space to shoot, but Fenerbahce defending absolutely beautiful once again. Ilbaya on the ball. Sometimes you have to kind of double read some of these names because they catch you off guard a little bit. You don't know how to pronounce them the first time round. You just throw your hat at it and make a little punt. But Ardinho still on the ball. Lovely bit of close control, dribbling skills. In the end, couldn't quite find it all the way. Cine. Luke now for Fenerbahce. That is an ankle breaker. That is a lovely bit of skill. That is one of those ones where all you can do is hold your hands up and say, wow, that was absolutely lovely. Luke back on the wing. Nice pass from Maximus. I'm not too sure whether that was a cross or a power shot, but that's going to be the full-time whistle being blown. And the 3-0 victory for Fenerbahce Esports. PCS, well, you are going to be going home, but you did well today. Managed to get all the way to the quarterfinal. Unfortunately for them, they will be going home. But for Fenerbahce, they move on to the semi-final, where we'll have to wait and see exactly who they will be coming up against. But a fantastic first game of the day. We had a few predictions for Fenerbahce, saying Fenerbahce are definitely the favourites, and well, you are correct. They were absolutely on top form just then. We are going to have to throw it to a quick break just so we can see exactly who's going to be moving on to the semi-finals and who Fenerbahce will be playing. We might be showing the other games, so it might not be Fenerbahce. It could be any one of the other teams remaining in the tournament. But we are going to throw it to that little break, so go grab yourselves a drink. We'll be back very shortly.
Yo, Smoke. This one's Fuego.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to VPG. We are going to have a quick look at one of the other games going on in the quarterfinals right now, because we have a few matches that are delayed that we need to wait before we can start the semi-finals. Actually, check on that. We're not going to do that. We are going to get ourselves another stream link before we get into the next game. But what a fantastic first game of the evening it was between PCS and Fenerbahce. Turkey versus France, a massive game, 3-0 victory for Fenerbahce. I think we were trying to have a look at the Delirium versus Prolific game. Trying to get a new link for that now before we can hop into that game. But Prolific, a UK-based team, so that would be very cool to check out and see how they get on. But yeah, moving on to the semi-finals, Fenerbahce. None of the other scores have come in quite yet, but But before we do get into hopefully the Prolific versus Delirium game, we can have a quick look at how they got on in the round of 32. So let me quickly swap that over and we can have a quick look over here. So having a quick look at it, as you can see, if we look at the bottom right game, No Name versus Prolific. Prolific won 2-1 and Delirium won 3-0 against US Granville. How did they get on in the round of 32? Delirium beat Class 2-1. And Prolific beat Cervena Zvada Esports. I'm terrible at pronouncing that name, just call them Crevena. They beat them 2-1. So a couple of big score lines for these two teams. But yeah, moving on to the semi-final, we'll have to see. But we have got a link for Prolific versus Delirium, which we are now going to hop on over to. And we'll bring you that game live now from the quarterfinals before we then go over through to the semi-finals. I think they might be having a few issues connecting right now, because that's the second time that they've unfortunately not been able to connect. But we'll have to bear with them through these delays because, you know, they're trying, and that is all that you can do. That is all you can do. You can just keep trying, really. That's the only issue with this game at times, as there are a few connection issues at the moment. But they're getting in their lobby. We'll have a quick look at what they're cooking up formation-wise. As you can see, 3-5-2, pretty standard, I think, in terms of clubs. We've got somebody playing as any, even though there's no other any players on the field. I guess somebody gets DCs or something like that, they can control them. But elite division for this team. This is Delirium, so they're going to be playing against Prolific, who are a UK-based team, who are sending the invite now, as far as I'm aware. We do see a lot of teams like to play with that one striker a little bit further forward, one a little bit further backwards. I'm not too sure whether that's to do with, you know, pressing, or whether it's to do with you know, other little tactics that we see. But the 3-5-2, always great, because you have the left mid and the right mid that can come forward and can attack, and then on the defensive side of things they can come back and make it almost 5 at the back with the two CDMs there. It gives you a lot of versatility on the wings, and obviously with the attackers on the attacking side of things, you almost make it a front 4 because they play more like wingers, bringing the ball forward, cutting inside, and looking for one of those two strikers, not Alvarez and Fur. So we'll have to see how they do get on. I'm not too sure if Delirium are going to receive the invite, but we will have to bear with them through these issues. So for anybody that is new here, or anybody that has just joined the stream, this is the VPG Premier Pre-Season Tournament number 2. Where the winner of which will receive a prize pool of $625. A massive prize pool. And we have 4 tournaments running. We've already had the first one. That was run by Poise. And then today, obviously, who will win? We do not know yet. But the third tournament, will be starting tomorrow. The group stages will be starting tomorrow, the 11th of October, and the knockout stages for Tournament 3 will be on the 12th of October. So as the Delirium players get into their positions once again and try to get the invite sent out, we will be patient with them. We will wait to see if they're all good and ready to go, and see if they can send an invite on over. They are connecting. That is a very good sign. The question is, will we be able to get past the kit screen? I think that's where we had the troubles before. So Delirium versus Prolific. Delirium going to be in the Spanish kit, and Prolific going to be in the Sweden kit. Delirium in the red, and and Prolific in the blue. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are finally getting into this quarterfinal match. Delirium versus Prolific. I guess in terms of the kits, Spain versus Sweden, but I think it's I'm not too sure. It's UK versus. I'm not too sure what the language was on the menus. Maybe Spain. Either way, it looks like we are about ready to get underway with this one. As kickoff, the referee will blow their whistle. The ball will kick off, and we'll get underway here. Going to be Prolific starting off with the ball and playing it forward. I'm not too sure what's going on. Have we had a few disconnects? Yeah, it seems like we've had a few disconnects. Everybody's leaving the lobby, it would seem, from the Prolific side. Not too sure what's going on or why it's happening now, but unfortunately, we have got some more delays to this quarterfinal match, which, you know, it obviously sucks, but there's really not much we can do about it. It does, it tends to happen on Tuesdays. That's when the patch comes out on PC. And I'm pretty sure it comes out on console the day after. Or is it Monday it comes out on PC? It's one of those. It's one of these days. I'm not too sure. But either way, hopefully the admins can advise us on what is going on. What is everybody saying in the chat? Hopefully everybody's having a good evening. Is everybody enjoying FC24 Clubs? That is the poll. We've had 87% of people vote yes, 13% of people vote no. We don't care about the people that obviously we care about everybody that votes. Make sure to vote on the poll if you haven't already. But I'm absolutely loving Pro Clubs this year. I think it's very fun, having an absolutely great time. Fenerbahce are too strong, says Godboy. Well, you defended well, man. You defended very well. And, you know, a little bit unfortunate, but they are obviously a very strong team. Delosa one bench always. Delosa on the bench? Surely not. Surely not. He's got to be a starting player. He's got to be a starting player. But either way, let's have a quick look and see how they're getting on. They're still just in the lobby waiting for an invite. Hopefully we can get into the lobby without any issues this time. Or get into game, sorry. We're in lobby, but hopefully we can get into game without any issues. We'll have to see about that one, though. As, yeah, we're just waiting for an invite currently from Prolific. Delirium just waiting to receive that. And yeah, I think it's Spain. I think it should be Spain versus the UK in this one. Delirium versus Prolific for a spot in the semi-finals, which is pretty big. I beat Fenerbahce single-handedly. I'm sorry, but I'm going to call cap on that one, my friend. I'm going to call a hard cap. Has anybody else moved through to the semi-finals yet? Pro 11 have in their game versus FG. Pro 11 managed to win 2-0 in their game. NUI and Villasar still playing away in their game, and Prolific and Delirium still waiting for them to get into game, unfortunately, but we can't move on without them, so we are just going to have to wait and see what happens. But while we do wait for this, it might be only a couple of seconds until they get into game, but I'm really not too sure how long they are going to have these issues for, so we're going to throw it to a little bit of a break screen while we wait for them to get into game. And once they get into game and we see that everybody's ready, we'll come back. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in, well, hopefully a few seconds time, but we'll let you know in chat if anything changes, because there's obviously some connection issues going on here. So we'll be back very shortly. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to VPG Pre-Season Premier Tournament number 2. Thank you for bearing with us while we've just been getting through these delays. There's been some issues with camera angles and stadiums. I'm not really too sure what's going on, but it seems like all this could just be sorted with a stadium change. But either way, we're going to get into the game now. It seems like everybody's ready in their positions. We're only playing one half because we're very delayed here in the tournament. All the other teams are waiting for this game to be finished. So we're playing one goal. Whoever's winning by the end of the first half wins. If there's no goal by the first half, the first goal wins. So the well, everything stands. It's Delirium in the red, and it is going to be our other team in the blue kit, or sorry, the yellow kit. It is Delirium versus Prolific. Prolific in the yellow, Delirium in the red. Mark plays it forward to Sol. Now it's going to be Fer on the ball. Joels. Now it's going to be Alvarez bringing the ball forward. This game has been a long time in the waiting. Hopefully we're going to get a good reward for waiting this long. Damaso clears away. Hadji plays the ball forward to only to as far as Mark, who can get the ball forward for his team. Good little bit of defensive play. Stam now moving the ball to the midfield. Ivan Ainiji on the ball for Delirium. Who are now starting to build up out from the back a little bit faster, but being thwarted down this right-hand side. Dark Muever, I think that was, in the defensive areas. Not Alvarez. Looking to try and go past Damaso for pace, but can't do anything. Cabezas fires the ball through. Goalkeeper can take his time and pick it up. Carlson hoofs it forward for his team, but only as far as a Delirium player. Fair puts it through, but Dark once again defending well. Goalkeeper though with a big mistake. Not Alvarez, looks to whip it in. We're cleared away by Prolific. Bradbury. Now going to be Clay on the ball. Has got a runner through, but Mark can cut out once again. And Delirium doing a very good job at maintaining the pace of this game, keeping hold of the ball. Just a few question marks when it comes to the attacking areas. We'll have to see if they can break this defense down here, because Prolific defending pretty strongly. Ball played over the top to Hadji. Jowls doing his defensive duties. The left midfielder gives it to Stam. Domino wins it back. Stam puts in a tackle and wins the ball for his team. Bradbury battling against the Delirium left midfielder. Fair to Trasgi. Dark playing the ball to Unuvar. Into touch for a throw-in for Delirium. Jowls on that throw-in. That man there doing a good job down the left-hand side. Whipping it towards the back post where Cabavez cannot do too much on the ball, but cleared away only as far as Delirium. Cabazaz. It's always the capitals and the numbers in the names that throw me off, and you know, it's understandable. Trasgut on the ball. Jowls now using that rapid play plus style. Play style plus even. Finn clears it away. Good clearance, and will win himself a free kick for his team, who have been under a lot of pressure here so far in this game. As we are in the... Well, we've officially reached the halfway point of this game. We'll have to see if there is going to be a goal before the halftime whistle strikes. Finn to Dark Meveru. Choosing his option wisely. Bradbury played out wide to Hadji, who is in a bit of a battle here, but manages to beat one man. Has to go back into the midfield to Finn, who doesn't really have too many options. Clay, though, nods the ball down. It's a power shot, and it forces a big save out of Romp, who you know, hasn't really been tested much so far this game, but was tested there, and he passed the test with flying colours. Ball still in hands of Prolific. Ball whipped into the area, cleared away by Neji. Well defended once again. Krimi. Now Sol putting a foot in, winning the ball back for Delirium. Trasagai. On the VAR with some good defending, and Carlson diving onto the ball once again. Playing it ball forward fast with power and pace. Stam wins the header. Ivan plays it back to Neji as they recycle this play. They don't want to rush anything. Ball played forward with power and pace. They've beat pretty much the whole midfield of Prolific. Trasguy, not Alvarez, could look to play the ball through, but maybe just a little bit delayed on the pass. Needed to play it a little bit earlier. Tried to do one ball roll too many, maybe. Domino switching the play to Onavar. And Cameravo now. Ball played over the top well by Krimi. Anybody in the middle maybe to cross it into? No. Sol with the interception, and Finn with the interception there as well as we reach the 40-minute mark. Does seem like this game is going to be running into the second half where things will turn into a golden goal situation. Neji. Ivan to Stam. Out wide to Mark. Now Sol moving the ball forward with a little bit more pace now. Starting to move the play a little bit faster, but the defensive Prolific still staying strong at that 5 in the back. Going to be hard to break down. Domino now looking to counter-attack Prolific from the UK team, as the half-time whistle blows. No goals, so that means we will be moving on to a golden goal scenario in the second half. And, well, who knows who's going to pick up this one. We haven't really seen too many chances. There was that one with a power shot. Looked very nice. But we'll have to see, because there is still plenty of time left in this game. Look at that 93 rated centre-back, Stam and Mark. 92, 93. Very high rated. Definitely put a lot of time and effort into the game so far this year. As you can see into the locker room there of the home team, or sorry, the away team. Prolific. Delirium. Second half underway. Golden goal scenario. Let's see who is going to be picking up the win and moving on to the semi-final, which has been delayed. We will still be showing you the games from the semi-final, and then we'll be moving on to the grand final, where there is a prize of $625 for the team that pick up the win. Bradby with the interception. Sol with the tackle goes out into touch for a Prolific throw-in. Unavar. Long ball forward. Neji jumps up high. Not very good clearance. Domino with a chance. Off to Haji. Deflection in off the post. And that will be the goal. And that will be Prolific FC moving on to the semi-final. And it was an awkward one for the goalkeeper. Tried his best, but unfortunately could not get there in the end. That will be the goal, and that will be the game for that team. Well, we won't be able to see the replay. No, it's going to be skipped. But either way, GG's there to Prolific, and commiserations really to Delirium, who tried their absolute damnedest throughout the game but could not pick up the win in the end. An early second half goal from Prolific, and you got to feel bad for the keeper there. Tried his best, but in off the post, off in a deflection, really not a lot that you can do, unfortunately. But we are going to be moving to a very short break before we can get into the semi-final. We're going to go and get everything set up for that. So go grab yourselves a drink, because we're moving on to the semi-final, the business end of the tournament. Things are going to start getting spicy here, so you are going to want to go grab yourselves maybe even a glass of milk. We'll see you soon.
Yo, Smoke. This one's Fuego.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the semi-finals here of the VPG pre-season number 2, where the prize pool is once again $625 for the team that managed to topple all the other teams. Let's have a quick look at how things round out in the quarterfinals before we jump into the next game, which will be Prolific versus Fenerbahce, the team that just won against the other team that won on stream when we saw them last. So let's have a quick look here. Let me refresh very quickly. Quarterfinals: Pro 11 2, FG 0, Prolific 1, Delirium 0, NU 1 1-0, and Fenerbahce obviously 3-0. We've got Pro 11 versus NUI and Prolific versus Fenerbahce. Pro 11 versus Fenerbahce in the final. Bold prediction. What do you guys in the chat think? I mean, I think that's a pretty solid prediction. I think it's probably but, you know, there are obviously no favourites, just based purely off what we've seen over the last week or so. We are in the semi-final, and we are about getting ready to see Prolific versus Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce, all the players bar one, I think, ready. We're just waiting on one final player to get into their position, and then we will be starting the game. But Prolific with a 1-goal victory in the final game. After a little bit of a delay, we finally got to see some gameplay from them, and you know, it was a close match. No goals in the first half to score one just inside of the second half. We'll have to see how Fenerbahce deal with Prolific. Obviously, you know, the thing is, you look at Fenerbahce's team, it is a very, very solid squad. Their attacking department has two very familiar names to me in Emre and Ipan. Two incredible players. Maximus as well. Farouk had a phenomenal game. Luke was incredible. I think Luke was probably one of the star players in that squad. Last time we saw them play in their quarterfinal match, looked absolutely phenomenal. But it all starts with the defense, really, doesn't it? You've got to have a solid defense if you want to then bring the ball forward and move on to the attacking departments. And you know, if you can't score if you can't defend. So that is, that's just how it goes sometimes. But hopefully the game does get underway soon. We're still waiting on one more Fenerbahce player. We can quickly go over there and have a look, see how they're getting on. Pretty standard with the formation. Not a 3-5-2 this time, but a 3-1-4-2. So even more attacking players, really. You can see there almost 6 attackers. And obviously the CDM will probably stay back with the centre backs, and the left mid and right mid will move forward and backwards as they please. But we know what Prolific have got to offer. We obviously saw them very recently in action in the last game. But hopefully we do indeed see everybody saying they're ready. The invites are now going to be going out, so it looks like we're just about ready to get underway. Still one more person from Fenerbahce waiting though, so we'll have to see. I think Fenerbahce did say in chat 1 or 2 of the players are almost sleeping, so not too sure about that. I'm not too sure why we've got an advert for that on there, but that's the one thing drives me insane about Twitch. Too many adverts, man. Too many adverts. We don't want adverts during live streams, do we? Hell no. 4 adverts as well. We might actually miss the opening kickoff. Hopefully not. That would be awful. I have no way to stop the ads either. I'm not too sure. Pre-roll ads, man. Oh my goodness. But either way, 10 teams, by the way. The top 10 teams from the pre-season tournament do indeed qualify for the esports premier for VPG, so that is another massive thing. Obviously the prize pool is amazing. 4 tournaments, $625 per tournament. But obviously qualifying for the esports premier is absolutely massive, and that is a chance for you to then go on and qualify for not just the esports premier, but also the Club World Cup, the E-Champions League, all these games with massive, fantastic prize pools. So we'll have to see. Who does indeed qualify and who moves on. Fenerbahce are having to get another player because their centre mid can't connect to their Wi-Fi. So we are just waiting on that, and then we will be getting into games. So we'll have to wait on that player. They do have the next player in ready to go. So hopefully we'll see that invite come through now. CC22 going to be moving into the centre mid position. That's the thing about pro clubs. You've kind of got to have some kind of reserve player, some kind of secondary option kind of thing, in case a player can't turn up on the night, a player has work, something like that. Their internet goes out, anything really. So it's always important to have a backup option, and it seems like Fenerbahce do have that backup option ready. But yeah, when you play in these kind of tournaments, there's not really much of an excuse for, we don't have a full 11, so you've got to have that backup player ready, waiting in the wings, almost. Or maybe you just have one really solid player that can play all the positions, and he's just always around, waiting for the call. But Fenerbahce versus Prolific. Hopefully we'll get into the game very soon. Are all the games going all the way to the finals tonight, or will it be played tomorrow? It is all tonight, Mr. Tree. Mr. Trees multiple. It will all be played tonight, my friend. We'll be going for it all tonight. Semifinals is the next match coming up. And then once this one is done, we will be moving on to the grand finals. We are a little bit delayed for time, as you can see, looking at the looking at the knockouts, we're about half an hour behind schedule. Well, more than that, we're about an hour behind schedule at the moment, unfortunately. But the semi-final almost ready to start, so we should be kicking off the final at probably about midnight. Fenerbahce got all of their players ready, finally, and in position. We're just waiting on Prolific to send out the invite. They're asking for the team name in chat. It is literally just Fenerbahce ESP. Nice and easy. But we'll have to see. Let's go on over and have a look at the starting lineup for Fenerbahce. We've got Berisha in goal, Cini, Azat and Hong Kei at the centre backs. We've got Sarav at CDM, CC22 at the left centre mid role, Luke on the left mid, Farouk on the right mid, Maximus in the right centre attack and mid role, Epan at the left cam, and Emre at the striking position. And it seems like we've had the invite come out and we are ready to get underway with the game. Fenerbahce are going to be playing in the Fenerbahce home kit, I think. No, that's probably the third kit, right? And Prolific going to be playing in the Sweden home kit. So we'll see how this game goes. The Estadio something. I didn't see the rest of it. But we're just about ready to kick off and get underway with this one. All 22 players are ready. The match has been set. The stage has been drawn. And we are ready to get underway with this semi-final of the VPG tournament number 2, where a place in the final is up for grabs. Sarav playing the ball forward, Luke heading it down. Bradbury with the tackle as Prolific go back once again and look to hold on to possession, hold on to that ball like we saw them do in the last game. But no press coming out here from Fenerbahce. They're just sitting off, making sure there are no men in the attacking areas that are available, that are wide open. Maybe a little bit of a game plan being drawn here from Fenerbahce. Chance though for Bradbury. Puts over to the back post for Hadji, and Cini will clear it away. Hadji once again in the attacking area, maybe looking to play it into somebody. Nice little reverse elastico, nice little cancel of the fake shot there, dragging it across, cleared away by Fenerbahce. Epan manages to grab the ball, goes past one, flicks it back to CC20. Maximus now on the ball. Nice over the ball top all the way out wide to Luke. Nice little bit of pace. Potential chance there if the referee gives the play on. No, given and then taken away. Crimmy down on this left-hand side, bursting forward with pace. Nobody's going to be able to stop him. Nice ball to Domino. Double step over with the shot. But Berisha with a great save there. That one was sneaking in at the front post if it was not for that man with the save. Luke forward to Emre, who has a little bit of space, chooses to go back to Sarav. Great interception there, and now can Prolific burst forward? Can they use their numbers? Nice pass to Domino. Can he get past the defenders though? Hadji takes a shot on. Barista with a save, goes behind for a corner. And corners, very dangerous indeed in pro clubs. You have to be very careful with these set-piece routines. Going to be paid in at the front post as usual. Honke clears away, only as far as a Prolific player. I'm not too sure if that was a cross or a shot there from Crimmy, but goes behind for a goal kick. 15 minutes in. Ball played forward. AK with the touchdown for his team, Maximus. Good tackle there. Bradbury clears it away all the way to the Fenerbahce goalkeeper Berisha. Played forward for Luke. CC22 with the power pass playstyle plus. Epan, nice bit of pace, got himself a bit of space, but can't go past the defender there. Good tackle. Puts out into touch for a Fenerbahce throw-in now, who can look to build on this attack. Emre, ball whipped in. Unavar with the clearance away. CC22. Maximus now. Ball whipped in all the way to the deep-lying Luke. Nice double step over, but takes a little touch from one of the prolific players there and goes all the way back to Carlson. Luke with the header. Domino picks it up. Finn to AK Lush. Crimmy now. Nice little drag there to get past the defender and find himself a bit of space. Bradbury. CC20 with the interception there with the anchor playstyle. I'm pretty sure it's called anchor. It's the interception one. CC22 tackled, goes into touch for a prolific ball, but Fenerbahce do well to win it back. Bradbury regaining the ball. Unavar. Dark Meraval. Goalkeeper's come a long way here, Berisha. Dangerous from the goalkeeper. Luke heads it down. Bradbury wins the ball back for prolific. This is dangerous. Hadji and Berisha with another big save. It was on target. Had to get there, the goalkeeper. But, you know, those are the ones you expect your goalkeeper to save. But a corner is a dangerous place. Dark Meraval wins the header. But a great save once again from the goalkeeper. Been on absolute top form here today. Big saves in the big moments. CC22, Epan shifts it onto Maximus. Dark Meraval with the header on. And Maximus regains the ball for his team. CC22 under a lot of pressure, being forced to go back to the centre-backs. Sarav now. Farouk. Emery on the ball. Played in the middle to Maximus. Farouk once again. Bursting down the wing. Plenty of players in the middle if he can find one of them. It is a deep cross. Luke's there with the header. And he rises up above the prolific defenders and nods it into the back of the net for a 1-0 Fenerbahce lead. And I'll be honest, there's not been a lot of headed metas in FIFA the past few years, so it is very nice to finally see some headed goals coming out from pro clubs, and that was a lovely header from Luke. Just rose above the defender, and once he was up there, it was all about placing it into that bottom corner, and place it he did with power and precision. Now the question is, do Prolific have a goal in them? Do they have a way back into this match? They've got plenty of time to do so. Domino, CC22, putting a lot of pressure under that man. And does well, clears the ball away. Emre drops it down to Farouk. Farouk with a nice little touch pass down to Maximus. And now Emre can burst through. Is there another cross to the back post? They were thinking about it. But Carlson manages to come out and claim the ball. And clears it forward for his team. Luke. Got that rapid plus playstyle. Can't quite get past the defender though, as the ball crossed the halfway line. The halftime whistle has been blown, and it was goalless for most of the first half, but Fenerbahce, a lovely cross from Farouk all the way to the left midfielder Luke with the header to open the scoring at 1-0. Fenerbahce taking the lead, just as a few people predicted, a few people expected. But the question is, are we going to see a comeback? Are we going to see a comeback here from the UK team? Or are we going to see Fenerbahce move on to the grand final? Berisha, yeah, Berisha's been doing very well. That is very, very true. Fantastic, fantastic goalkeeper. So we're underway in the second half here. Who is going to pick up the win? Is it going to be Fenerbahce? They're looking the more likely with the 1-goal advantage, but there could be a chance here. Clay cleared away by Cini. Well defended by Fenerbahce, but still chances to be seen for Prolific. They do have the chances, but they need to If they do get them, they need to absolutely take every single one of them. Luke maybe just overrun that one a little bit. Finn takes the tackle, wins the ball back for his team. Domino dribbling with the ball. AK looks for the shot, but cleared away, blocked by a large number of Fenerbahce players. Emre, that's lovely. Can Luke win the header? Of course he can. He's got the aerial play style. He's going to win all those headers in the midfield. Luke playing it through. I think he was onside there. Emre. Bradbury. Domino now. Back to Bradbury. AK to SJ Clay. Darmso. Finn. Cleared away once again by Fenerbahce, who are under a lot of pressure from Prolific here. They need to be careful because, well, when you're under this much pressure for such a large amount of time, Farouk with an acrobatical clearance, dangerous gameplay. Fenerbahce, they need to get through this period of time if they want to hold on to that lead. Prolific, though, from this corner, going to want to do some whipped in, but too close to the goalkeeper. Berisha can pick that one fairly easily. Now let's see what the goalkeeper's choice is going to be here. Going to go up towards Luke. Can't win the header. Unavat will win that one, and Hadji can burst down the right-hand side. Plenty of players in the middle, whip towards the back post, but Berisha there once again. As we reach the hour mark, it is, well, it's been a great game so far. Fenerbahce, probably the happier of the two teams so far. Emre. Ball looked to be flicked on, but well defended from Prolific to keep that ball for themselves. Hadji. Bradbury. Now it's going to be SJ Clay spreading the ball out wide towards Crimmy on the left. Plays in the middle once again, as always. And Farouk says, no nonsense there. I'm just going to clear that one into touch for a corner now for Prolific. This is another corner. They're getting a lot of pressure from these corners. Whipped in towards Dark Merivo, and it's a goal. It's a goal for Prolific. That man, once again, he gets a chance from the corner, and oh, well, you hate to see it. Nobody likes a gritty, not in these kind of situations, but it's a massive goal. It's the second chance he's had from the corner. And he jumps up, gets the ball, and smashes it past the goalkeeper. Nothing that Barista can do. It's very well played from Prolific there to bring themselves level at 1 goal apiece. 66 minutes in. Fenerbahce now need to find a way back into this one to regain their lead. It's been all Prolific so far in this second half. Can Fenerbahce find a way to regain that dominance on the ball? Maximus plays it towards CC. Epan now with a reverse elastico green time finish. And Epan, cool, calm and collected with a massive finish to put Fenerbahce back in the lead. 69th minute goal for Fenerbahce. 2-1 as Prolific, well, they got their goal, but swiftly Fenerbahce bring themselves back into the lead. Can there be another goal quickly? Oh, that's a nice shot, but straight over the bar. Maybe just rushed it there. Prolific with 19 minutes left on the clock. 1 goal in it for both teams. Is there going to be a comeback goal? Is there going to be a final exclamation point on this game? Or is Fenerbahce going to go and get themselves another one? We'll have to see. Ball whipped in. Honke with the header. Doesn't really get it too far clear as Farouk on the ball. Plays it to Maximus down the line. But Darmso can intercept that one. SJ Clay to Merovo once again. And Berisha with a massive save once again to keep his team in it. But these corners, as we know, very, very dangerous. Ball whipped in by SJ Clay. Cleared away by Cine this time. Doug Merovo cannot get his head on the ball. Maximus to Emre, who is under a lot of pressure. Darmso goes back to his other defenders in arms. Bradbury, Unavat. Hadji now. Ball whipped in deep into the box. Honke clears away. Bradbury. Hadji once again. Probably going to put it in the box one last time. Well, there's still plenty of time for a few more crosses. But Luke runs out into touch, a little bit unfortunate there. As Hadji takes the throw in, gonna go long, whipping it into the box. But only goes as far as the Fenerbahce goalkeeper, Berisha. 81 minutes in. Ball cleared up the field. Emre there to nod it down to Ipan, the goal scorer here. Lovely bit of close control, contextual dribbling from that man. Hadji. Now Luke. Getting away from one defender, manages to find the ball all the way to Ipan. I don't know how he's managed to do that, but now it's Emre on the ball. Nothing but Fenerbahce players around him. Chooses to go to the wing. It's Luke. Just going to hold the ball. Doesn't have anybody in the middle, and that's an overcommitted tackle from Hadji, and that'll be a free kick for Fenerbahce in a dangerous position. And you can see here, the Fenerbahce players have no interest in attacking from this free kick. They're going to send everybody back, get everybody in a defensive position. As, there you go. Just as we expected. Prolific win the ball back from the free kick. Damso. Infield towards AK Liush. Ipan. Keeps it in. Unavar with a good tackle now. Prolific maybe with one more chance. Ball whipped in. Cleared away by Honke. AK Alush with a good tackle. Wins the ball back for Prolific. Honke, though, with the interception. Cleared up field. Oh, no. Where's the defender going? Ipan, can he find a way to hold on to this ball? Just run the clock down. And there's a big tackle. Referee going to have a word with the defender. And, well, could have well gone in the book there. Wasn't the greatest of tackles. But with a matter of seconds left on the clock, you've got to feel like this is going to be Fenerbahce moving on to the grand final, unless there is one last push for Prolific. CC22 with the interception. The full-time whistle blows, and we have one of our finalists decided. Fenerbahce with two massive goals, and you've got to say Berisha has to be man of the match there in that game. A massive save. Well, lots of massive saves from the goalkeeper. Those corners, they could have easily conceded 2 or 3 if the goalkeeper wasn't on top form today, but they were, and they did very, very well. GG's to Fenerbahce. Commiserations to Prolific, as they will not be moving on to the grand final. They will be going home empty-handed. And in the other game across the ground, Team NUI beat Pro 11 2-0. We can get it up on screen for you guys that don't believe me. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Team NUI 2, Pro 11 0. Prolific obviously won. Oh, sorry. Fenerbahce obviously won their game 2-1 there. So we have our grand final set, ladies and gentlemen. It will be Team NUI versus Fenerbahce in the grand final for a prize pool of $625. Who's going to take it all home? You'll have to wait and see, as we're going to throw it to a very quick break so we can get things set up before the grand final. Go grab yourselves a drink and a snack. It's going to be a banger. We'll be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to VPG, the grand final. And we are ready to go, ready to get things underway. It's Team NUI versus Fenerbahce Esports. And it looks like everybody's just about ready to get into game. We can go over and have a look at Team NUI, what they are. What's cracking over here? Have a quick look. We've got a few PC players in there as well. NUI Morale, Wakabayashi. Just trying to remember all these names from when we saw NUI the other day. Antonio, also a PC player. Hendy, also a PC player. Bausen, Zako as well. Should be a fantastic game. Very much looking forward to this one. NUI versus Fenerbahce. $625 is the prize pool on the line. Very big prize pool, and also qualification for the VPG Esports Premier tournament as well. The league. As you can see, the point system, what you get, and the top 10 teams qualify for that as well. So we'll have to see how the two teams get on. First gets 2,500, second gets 2,000, first place gets $625. It's a big prize pool. It is a very big prize pool, and it's a big occasion. Maybe some of the teams' biggest occasion, some of the players' biggest tournament they've been involved in. Maybe we'll have to see. It's Team NUI versus Fenerbahce. NUI going to be in the Man City white kit, and Fenerbahce going to be in that black Fenerbahce kit. There, the alternative kit, third kit. But let's all take a deep breath as we are about to get underway here with the grand final of tournament number 2. You can see all the players getting changed in the dressing rooms. Do they ever take the glasses off? We'll never know. But either way, it's all 22 players ready in lobby. The drums are beaten, the fans are singing, and we are here and ready to go. Things are going to get kicked off here. Team NUI kicking things off, and Fenerbahce are going to be the away team once again. Zako puts it into midfield. Stokes. Now it's going to be lads, but can't do much with it. Maximus manages to win the ball back for his team. Cine clears the ball away. No nonsense clearance. Sometimes you've just got to get it away. CC22 wins the ball back for Fenerbahce with a good interception. Plays it back towards Cine. CC22 once again, the player to step into the centre mid role, the left centre mid role. Bausen coming forward now. Good tackle. CC22 clears it away. And Morale wins it back for his team once again. Antonio, the captain here in this match. Cine. Azza. Honke. Farouk on the ball now. Bringing the ball forward. Emre down this right-hand side for Fenerbahce. Just a little collision there. Not anything that the referee's too concerned about. Ball whipped into the middle. Johnny will clear it. Can the goalkeeper get there in time? Yep, just about. Wakabayashi does well. Wins the referee's advantage being played. Stokes knocks it to Hendy. Mario now on the ball. Plays it forward for Bausen, who is twisting and turning, looking for an option from one of his teammates. Stokes knocks it to Ladd, but Maximus able to intercept that header. Morale, big header forward. We're getting a little bit of a headers match here, both teams ping-ponging around, but Epan, the man who comes out on top with it. Lovely little turn there, manages to get past a couple of defenders. Maximus now down the right-hand side, scoop turn, but not really anywhere to go. Defenders come to claim the ball from him. 15 minutes in, both teams end-to-end action, trying to settle into this one, find a solution to break down the defense. It's almost like solving a puzzle. And the question is, who do you guys at home think is going to win this one? Do we have some predictions in the chat? Anybody prediction? Anybody wise enough to predict who's going to win this one? Chance though, down this right hand side, ball whipped into the area. Luke is there. He's dangerous from those kind of positions. The ball whipped in towards him at that back post. That is almost where he is most dangerous. Stokes on the ball, player out wide, making a run in, but CC22 sees the situation, understands that he can't be allowed to keep the ball there. Stokes to Hendy. Mario back to Hendy. Antonio. Mario now. Just the midfield here of NUI holding on to the ball, making sure that they are patient in breaking down the Fenerbahce defence. But patience can only take you so far as they win the ball back. Fenerbahce on the throw-in. Ipan plays it to Maximus, being pressed heavily by NUI. And you can see there, possession, 43% of it in Team NUI's half. So quite a lot there. Or is that in their favour? I saw there was a 22%, which has been ping-ponging around, has been switching hands pretty quickly. Mario. Antonio, ball forward to Stokes with the heel to ball roll. Doesn't quite make enough room. Sarav. And cleared away by Maximus. Emre. Lots of pressure coming out from the Team NUI. Farouk manages to get the ball out wide. Whips it towards the back post where Luke is. Heads it down to Ipan. Horrible deflection. Goes behind for a corner. Mal was trying to get there to clear away. If that was creeping towards goal, if that deflection was on target, that could have been absolutely brutal. Antonio on the corner though. Oh, sorry. Not Antonio on the corner. It is Fenerbahce with the corner. Ipan whipped in. Ruben clears away. Well defended by NUI. Managed to get the ball upfield nice and fast. Antonio. Ball played over the top. It's a nice ball over the top as well for Bausen. Lads, whips to the back post, but Berisha, the goalkeeper, on top form here in this tournament today. Not going to be beaten that easily. As Luke on the ball now. Could potentially play it in behind for Ipan, but good tackle coming out there. That is going to be a corner. Yep, that's going to be another corner. Going the way of Fenerbahce. Ball whipped in early. Fast. Cini. Oh, Wakabashi cleared away. Azza can't quite get the ball to go on target. That was a really good opportunity. Caught Team NUI almost napping there. Didn't expect it to come in that quickly. Almost with the first goal of the game, but well defended by NUI. Emre looking to burst forward. Ball ping-ponging around. Farouk with the shot. Wakabashi had to be alert to the situation. And a good save coming out from the goalkeeper. As multiple options now for the Fenerbahce to go for. Hendy out wide to Stokes, who is all by himself, but a lot of Fenerbahce players in between him and the Fenerbahce goal. Can't quite get past any of them. Cini cuts the ball out there. Luke grabs hold of it. Ipan plays it infield for Maximus. Forward, but Morale cuts it out. And now Stokes can run forward. Slide and tackle coming in from Honke. Dangerous. Antonio to Hendy. Stokes once again. Plays it back towards Antonio. Hendy back to Antonio. Hendy. Mario now. Hendy looks to switch the ball into the box. Nice, good, fast pass, and it's a penalty! The referee says there has been some unfair play. There has been a unfair tackle. And a yellow card. A red card for Fenerbahce! I'm not too sure who that was being sent off. Bloom, number 77 for Fenerbahce, but a penalty and a red card. Steps up to the spot. Stokes, saved! Berisha saves it! The player of the tournament potentially comes up in the biggest moment with a massive save. Stokes, though, trying to find a way into the box, but well defended by Fenerbahce. A red card for the defender. But a massive save, keeping Fenerbahce in this one, level pegging as the halftime whistle moments away. A free kick now for NUI, or sorry, a corner for NUI. Stokes, ball whipped in, Cine clears it away, and that should be the half-time whistle being blown, and it will be. We are at 0-0. Oh my word. Berisha with a absolute huge moment. Potentially the player of the tournament today so far. Been absolutely incredible. Providing save after save after save. But the goalkeeper on the other side of the field, Wakabashi, doing their fair share of having to save a few chances. A few big moments being called upon that man. But we'll have to see what the second half holds for us. Berisha is a beast of a goalkeeper. Very, very true. A prediction of Fenerbahce 2-1. That was an interesting red, wasn't it? It was an interesting red, to say the least. I thought that the rule was if there's a penalty, and it's you know, if there's a penalty to be seen, you can't give a red card if it's in the box. I don't know, if there's a player through on goal and it's and they get brought down, it can't be a red card. But either way, Ipan running through, well defended by Team NUI. Now Zako on the ball. Mario. Hendy out wide to Antonio. Ball played over the top toward a lads at junior. Antonio once again. Team NUI holding onto the ball. They've got the man advantage now, so they are going to be holding onto that ball even more. I am sure they're going to have a lion's share of possession by the end of this game. But we'll have to see what Fenerbahce can cook up. See if they can get any set pieces. Luke with the header. Zako picks up possession for NUI as they once again get the ball back. Morale over to Johnny. And now Antonio once again to Ruben. Forward to Stokes. And this is what we can expect for the majority of the rest of the game, I should think. A lot of possession going the way of Team NUI. That's what happens when you don't have 11 players on the field. It becomes a man advantage, and we'll have to see what happens from this corner. Nobody at the front post, though, which is very interesting. Oh, that's a good targeted ad. FC24, buy it. Come play clubs. Find yourself a team. Go to VPG, virtualprogaming.com. Join the Discord. Go get yourself into the free agent tab if you don't have yourself a team, and get joined up, because it is by far the best game mode. There is a chance, though, potentially, but Antonio with a great bit of pace, alert to the situation, manages to get there and get the ball back for his team. A play on was played, cleared the ball away, but the referee chooses to come back to the advantage that was played. Antonio on the ball now. Been fantastic defensively today for his team. Ball play forward to Balsam, back to Mario. And all the way forward and out wide for Zako. Mario going to cross it into the box. Is there anyone there? Honke, no, he's headed it down all the way to a Team NUI player, but Berisha with another massive save. Denies Stokes once again, denies him at the penalty spot, denies him there as well. Can this goalkeeper be beaten? Can that ball even go into the back of the net? You're starting to feel like, no, maybe today's just not the day for Team NUI to score any goals, but Berisha is the reason for that. Absolutely massive play from the goalkeeper. Luke, big tackle going out onto him, and now Zako can come down this right-hand side. If anybody's going to come towards him, Mario wins it back for his team with a good interception. Antonio, ball played over the top. Cine, under a lot of pressure, chooses to just put it out into touch. Well cleared by the Fenerbahce defender. And now we might see someone played at the front post. Ball whipped in, cleared away by Cine once more. Luke wins the header, but does get taken down in the process. Ipan to Luke, forward to Emre, who has a little bit of space to run into now. But Ruben comes across and makes the tackle. This is the problem that Fenerbahce are going to have. There's not going to be enough players for them on the field to move that ball forward, and they are going to be at a man disadvantage for the rest of the game. It's going to be difficult for them But if they can find a chance, they absolutely have to take it. Emery, Farouk. Ruben with the tackle goes out into touch for Fenerbahce. Farouk faking the long throw in. Might go for it this time and does. Ruben can receive the ball. Lads Jr. Switch of play all the way out wide to Zacco. Headed infield to Mario, who is there for Team NUI to use, as it looks like we might be going to extra time. 2 finals in a row, unless there is a crazy opportunity towards the end of this game for either team. Mario forward towards Stokes. Lads Jr. now. Lovely bit of skill. Managed to beat one, but Berisha there once again. Strong at the front post. A corner now. NUI haven't managed to really cause too much pressure for for Fenerbahce from these corners in the second half. They might be able to now, though. Balsam, ball whipped into the area, but not too sure what happened there. Antonio couldn't get there. And Cine can clear the ball away. CC22 plays it upfield. Antonio with a good header. Epan plays it down the wing for Emery. Turns inside. So many players for NUI in this attack and third. So difficult to really find any of his teammates to play a pass for. Ball played forward. Ruben once again with the header to Antonio. Switch of play out wide to Zacco. As we reach the 82-minute mark, is there going to be a goal in regular time, or are we going to be going to extra time? Antonio to Hendy. CC22 with a good tackle. Ball played forward. Johnny Walker to Hendy. Good chance down here on this right-hand side. Zacco, nice bit of skill. Beats one. Azat clears it away. No nonsense. Out into touch for a throw-in for NUI. You feel like a goal is coming. Are we going to see it in regular time? Stokes. Nice twist and turn. And Berisha drops down to Lads. He's offside. He is offside. No goal for NUI. The big chance comes. But another massive save for Berisha. Maybe a little bit fortunate that the offside flag came up. But another big save from the Fenerbahce goalkeeper. Zacco wins the ball back for his team. NUI surely smell blood in the water at this point. Surely they feel a goal's got to come now. Epan heads the ball down, falls to Hendy. CC22 under so much pressure here. Cine clears it to Luke. Ball played, massive kick up the field. Almost feel like they're playing for extra time at this point, but really what can you do if you're Fenerbahce? You're not having any luck building out from the back. You're not able to really do much play coming forward. One last chance in regular play for NUI, cleared away by Azza, and that will be the full-time whistle. We will be going to extra time. 2 tournaments in a row. The question is, will we go all the way to penalties? As you can see, all the players there absolutely, well, not exhausted. We've got half stamina bars, still got plenty left in the tank, but we are going to go to the extra time. And Team NUI, oof. Are we going to see them do it? Are we going to see them pick up the win? Or are we going to see Fenerbahce do the impossible? A man down. Can they come up with a way to get back into this game? Or sorry, not to get back into this game. They're still in the game. A man down. Can they find a way to win this game? Should I put it that way? The 90 minutes of normal time are up. We are into extra time. We get half an hour to decide who will be going home with this win. And if we cannot decide it in that 30 minutes, we will be going once again to penalties. Zacco with the ball. Luke running it down. Going to have to try and clear it away. CC22 puts the ball, tries to put it down the line, but in doing so, puts it into touch Zacco manages to beat Luke there. That nice close control dribble and ball whipped into the back post. Farouk clears away with the header. Emre forward, looking for Epan. Can't quite find him. And now it's Farouk on the ball. You can see there 3 NUI players pressuring at all times. You can see how many of them are staying forward, pressuring the ball. Massive long ball played forward. Might get there. Will get there. Epan with great determination there. Keeps the ball in. Can he find somebody in the middle? No. Morale with a good bit of defending. They have to stay switched on here, Team NUI. One chance. Epan, nice bit of skill. Can he beat the defender? No, Johnny Walker does so well. And cleared away by the defender, Johnny Walker. Once again, Team NUI look to come forward. A few chances there for Fenerbahce. Couldn't take them. Good defending from NUI. Zacco, Hendy towards... Oh, intercepted once more. NUI knocking on the door. They've been knocking the entire game. They've been knocking consistently since that red card came through. The penalty saved. You've got to feel like if that penalty would have went in, well, the game probably would have been over. Zacco, Elastico, La Croqueta. Cine just going to get it clear. Dangerous time. But you feel like he was under control there. He knew what he was doing. Or you'd like to think that at least. Corner for NUI. Last chance in the first half of extra time. Are we going to see anything special? Ball whipped in. Played short. Bowson to Zacco. Ball whipped in. Berisha's there. Needs to get it upfield fast if they want a chance at counter-attacking here. 1 minute added on here in the first half of extra time. Farouk tries to go past the defender, and he does, but the referee calls half-time of extra time. And that's a little bit unfortunate for NUI, you've got to say, but they really will not mind. They really will not mind. They are a man down. They've managed to get all the way to the second half of extra time without conceding. It's been a fantastic defence from Fenerbahce, a fantastic display of goalkeeping from Berisha. You got to feel a little bit bad for NUI. They've defended well, they've played well, but they just haven't been able to break down that Fenerbahce defence, which is, you know, that's all you can really do is keep poking, keep prodding. We'll have to see what the second half of extra time has in store for us. We've gone through 105 minutes of time here in this match. Is there going to be a little bit of a spoiler in the last 15? Is there going to be anything absolutely crazy? We'll have to see. If there is nothing that happens, then we will be going to penalties. CC22, Honke, Farouk now on the ball for Fenerbahce. Both teams been fighting, been playing all evening to get down to this point. The grand final, through the round of 128 to the round of 64 to the round of 32, round of 16, the quarters, the semis, and now in the finals. 110 minutes of play. We're going to be playing 120 minutes here in this match. All for a chance to win $625 and 2,500 points, a place in the VPG Sports Premier League. We'll have to see who is going to take it home. Antonio Ladza Jr. Antonio puts the ball into the box. Emre clears it away. CC22. Ball played upfield. Morale defends well. Regains the ball for his team. Antonio. Plenty of players running in, making good runs. Bausan. Luke with the interception. Very well defended once again, but Team NUI keep coming. 4 minutes of regular time here in extra time left. Hendy. Antonio. CC22 with the interception cleared away. Just trying to get that 1 in 100 ball forward for Emre to run onto, but can't quite do it. Or is it Epan? I think it might be Epan. Bowson, double step over. Bowson, still the ball ping-ponging around. Hazard clears it away. Morrill touches it down for Ruben. Antonio, Mario, ball intercepted. CC22 again. Been fantastic here today. defensively for Fenerbahce. Been an absolute rock at the back. One last chance. Ball whipped in. Berisha with the save. And we are going once again to penalties here. Who's going to take it home? NUI or Fenerbahce? Stokes, the first player up. Berisha stays in the middle. Stokes goes left. That is going to be goal number 1. Going the way of NUI. Ball goes straight left. Epan with the finish. 1-1. Bowsen stepping up to the plate. Can Berisha get his hands on the ball? No! So close. Bowsen, too much power on that one. 2-1 now. No one has missed yet, and they still will not. Emre making it 2-2. NUI's chance to fire back. Berisha. Oh, it's a lovely penalty. Straight down the middle. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Another one. Straight left for Luke. 3-3. Fenerbahce level it up. NUI. Now a chance. No! Lad goes left. Goalkeeper goes left, but it goes low. Goalkeeper went high. 4-3. No one has missed yet. We are going down to the final penalty here of the regular penalties. And Zacco goes left. Goalkeeper goes left. Oh dear. 5-4. Fenerbahce. Farouk steps up to the plate. Goes left. Great penalty. Sees the goalkeeper go right. And now we are on to sudden death. Antonio, cool, calm and collected. Lovely, composed penalty. Fenerbahce goes right. Great penalty there. Mario. Sudden death. Needs to score. Mario goes right. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. 7-6 now. Wakabayashi, the goalkeeper. Can he make a save for his team? No. Cini goes down the middle. We're on the centre-backs now. Ruben steps up to the plate. Barashi with the save! 7-7! Wakabayashi needs to step up. Needs to do it for his team. Another save! Oh my word, what are we seeing here? 2 massive saves from the goalkeepers. Berisha with another save back to back. Fenerbahce, they need to score. If they do, they've won the tournament. And Honke does it! Fenerbahce taking it home 7-6 on penalties at the full-time whistle. And well, what can you really say about that? What a way to end the tournament. A massive penalty shootout. About, what was it, three rounds of sudden death onto the centre-backs. Bayashi saves 2 in a row. And, you know, I know we don't usually do man of the matches or player of the tournaments and stuff like that. But Berisha, absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible today. Wakabayashi, the goalkeeper, on the other hand, made a save. Couldn't save the next one. But wow, what a game that was. GG's to Fenerbahce. What can you really say about that? With a red card, fighting from the pits of hell. A massive, massive comeback from Fenerbahce. They held on in there, defended for their lives, and got to penalties, and they were flawless on the penalties. Absolutely perfect. They only missed 1 penalty out of, what was it, probably 9? Incredible stuff from Fenerbahce Esports. Team NUI, however, you've got to feel a bit sorry for them. It is a very, very hard one to take. Obviously, they played so well, but they were just clawing and kicking throughout the entire game, attack after attack after attack. But they could not break Fenerbahce down. Fenerbahce defended so well throughout the entire 90 minutes, 120 minutes, and they hung on in there and did very well, regardless of if they had all the players behind the ball. A man down, you have to do whatever you've got to do to, you know, have the best chance of winning. And they did that, and they picked up the win, and will go home with $625 and 2,500 points for a chance to obviously qualify for the VPG Esports Premier. And, well, what a way to close out tournament number 2. Another penalty shootout. Wow. We don't have that happen very often, but, you know, it's always exciting. And what a penalty shootout it was. Thank you all so much to everybody that watched at home. Over 200 people watching throughout the stream. You're absolute legends. Hopefully you did enjoy the tournament. I think we'll probably be back on the 12th of October, which is Thursday. If I am correct, I think we'll be back then. But make sure to go and follow VPG Twitter if you haven't already, at Virtual Pro Esports. And yeah, have a lovely rest of your evening. Hopefully we'll catch you on Thursday. Same time, same place. You can see it over this way, I think it is, or over this way, one or the other. But yeah, have a lovely rest of your evening, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll see you very shortly. We'll see you very soon. And yeah, see you soon, I guess. Bye.